Hello students, today we are going to start the another part of our chapter life process who named as respiration. Firstly, respiration is a word, it's a mixture of two important phenomena. First one is known as breathing and second one is known as cellular respiration. Because normally when your teacher asks you a question that what is respiration, then mostly time you answers just like teacher, breathing is the respiration. When we inhale or exhale the gases, this phenomena is known as breathing and breathing is a complete respiration. Now I am here for clearing your doubt. Breathing is a part of respiration. It's not the complete breathing. Whole breathing comes under the category of respiration, but whole respiration will not come under the category of breathing, because there is another different part of respiration which is known as cellular respiration. Firstly, I will tell you about the breathing. Breathing means inhalation and exhalation of gases. Means when we inhale oxygen rich air with the help of our nostrils, with the help of our nasal passages, and when we exhale carbon dioxide by a same medium. About the medium we will discuss. So when we inhale oxygen gas and when we exhale carbon dioxide rich air, this phenomena completely known as breathing, it's only a part of respiration. And second part who completes the term respiration is known as cellular respiration, means breakdown of simple food material, or you can say breakdown of glucose in order to release energy. Means what will be our point? Our point will be we just want energy inside the cell. We just form energy. We just want to form energy inside the cell. For that thing, cellular respiration is very important, and the collection of breathing and cellular respiration known as complete respiration. Now, all of you will understand breathing is only a part of respiration. It's not a complete respiration. So, as I told you about the cellular respiration means breakdown of glucose. So here firstly we will see various pathways of breakdown of glucose. We all know the formula of glucose, which is C6H12O6, means collection of 6 carbon molecules with 12 hydrogen molecules and 6 oxygen molecules form complete glucose. In cytoplasm, commonly one thing will happen, which will be formation of pyruvic acid with energy. Means firstly, the breakdown of glucose will occur in the form of pyruvic acid and energy. Now what will happen? From here, differentiation will occur. Now which type of differentiation it will be? I am telling you. Firstly, we will say in some places oxygen will be absent, just like in the body of yeast. In the body of yeast, when glucose will convert itself into pyruvic acid and energy, now in the absence of oxygen, because in the body of yeast, in yeast cell, oxygen will be absent. So in absence of oxygen, finally what they will form? They will form ethanol plus some molecules of carbon dioxide plus some amount of energy. And this type of respiration, this is the very important thing, just listen carefully. In the absence of oxygen, when respiration will occur, this process is known as anaerobic respiration. Means that type of respiration which will occur in the absence of oxygen will known as anaerobic respiration. Now in some places definitely oxygen will be in less quantity. Here what will happen? Here when oxygen will present in very less quantity, here lactic acid will form and definitely they will release some energy, but here lactic acid will form, and mainly lactic acid will form itself in our muscle cells. Because in our muscle cells, lack of oxygen occurs mostly time. That's why cramping, that cramps forms in our muscles. We all knows about the cramps very well. So in the presence of less oxygen, lactic acid and energy will form, and it happens in our muscle cell. Next thing, that place where perfectly oxygen will present, a perfect amount of oxygen will present, that place will be our mitochondria, which is a powerhouse of the cell. We all knows, and the mitochondria presents in our cell. Here what will happen? Normally the formation of carbon dioxide gas and water will occur, and yes, energy will also release. A lot of amount of energy will release. Here in anaerobic respiration, very less energy will release. In the less amount of oxygen, on the presence of less oxygen, less energy will release. But here in aerobic respiration, perfect amount of energy will release. Yes, aerobic respiration. That type of respiration where oxygen will present in their sufficient amount, that respiration is known as aerobic respiration, and this respiration takes place in our mitochondria. Mitochondria is a very important cell organelles, and it's a powerhouse of the cell, and complete description of all cell organelles and all functions of mitochondria, all of you studied very well in your previous class. So here breakdown of glucose confirmed. Now I will tell you about the respiratory tract. Means firstly breathing will occur, then cellular respiration will occur. So in breathing, firstly with the help of nostrils, oxygen rich air will enters in our nostrils. Here I will confirm you one thing, as we all told, only oxygen enters during inhalation. It's not possible, because in our atmosphere a lot of mixture of gases are present. A lot of gases are present. So not only we will inhale oxygen gas, but also we always inhales mixture of gases in which a lot of oxygen presents. Now with the help of nostrils, we will inhale oxygen rich air. Here we will use the term oxygen rich air. Don't forget, and don't say the term only oxygen. No, oxygen rich air we will inhale with the help of our nostrils. Then via our nasal passes, this oxygen rich air will enter in our nasal cavity. Then a lot of organs are present in our respiratory tract, who named as our pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, then rings of cartilage. Yes, here one thing, rings of cartilage is very, very helpful for the non-collapsing of air in our throat area. It inhibits the collapsing of air in our throat area. So now our air directly enters in our rings of cartilage, then finally our air reaches in our lungs area. In our lungs, then with the help of lungs, it will reach in our bronchus, or you can say bronchi. Both will be the perfect name. Bronchus, then via bronchus it will go in our bronchioles, then our alveoli, then our blood vessel. Here I will tell you about the structure of bronchus. Firstly, when our air will enter in our lungs, then bronchus are the small tubular structure which reaches in our each lung. These are the bronchus. Then further you can see a lot of divisions in the bronchus, small tubules in the bronchus, which is known as bronchioles. Then in the end of bronchus, some balloon-like structure are present. You can easily see in your textbook. Some balloon-like structure are present, and these balloon-like structure known as our alveoli. Now you will say, ma'am, what will be the perfect structure of alveoli? This or this? No, this will be the wrong structure. This will be the right structure of alveoli, because this type of structure always increases surface area. Surface area for adapting, for taking a lot of oxygen rich air for the exchangement of gases. Here I uses one term, exchangement of gases. So yes, finally exchangement of gases occurs in our alveoli. If someone will ask you where exchange of gases will occur specifically in our lungs, then what will be your answer? You will say specifically in our alveoli exchange of gases will occur. Whatever. Then with the wall of alveoli, blood vessels are connected. A lot of blood vessels are connected from the wall of alveoli. Here, what they will occur? Actually, finally, in alveoli, oxygen-rich air reaches. Am I right? Oxygen-rich air reaches here. Then, a lot of blood vessels are connected here. So, now, what the blood vessels will do, I will tell you. But firstly, I will tell you what happens with our ribs, with our diaphragms, with our chest cavity, and with our volume of lungs during inhalation and exhalation. So easily you can see during inhalation, and don't trust only on my words. Don't trust. As a teacher, I am telling you, just to feel by yourself. We all respire as a normal human being. So now, continuously with my words, you can easily feel. Am I saying wrong or right? Now, during inhalation, what will occur? Our ribs area. We all can easily feel our ribs. Our ribs area always lift upwards and outwards during inhalation. You all can feel. And in the bottom of ribs, some balloon-like structure, some flat-shaped structure are present, which is known as diaphragms. During inhalation, these diaphragms comes flat in shape. You can easily feel flat in shape, and they goes inwards during inhalation. Our chest cavity expands. During inhalation, you will feel your chest cavity will expand. And what will occur with your volume of lungs? Your volume of lungs increases when? During inhalation. Don't forget. And easily you can feel. Don't try to learn all these things. You can easily feel all these things during inhalation. Just feel by yourself and write down all these things. So, finally, volume of lungs will increase and air will enter in our lungs with the help of upwarding and outwarding condition of ribs, with the flat shape of diaphragm, with the expanding condition of chest cavity, and with the increases size of lungs or increases volume of lungs. Finally, air will enter in our lungs. And the opposite of inhalation will occur during exhalation. As all of you can see, what happens with our ribs? Our ribs will go downwards and inwards condition. Easily exhalation, all of you can feel by yourself. Downwards condition will occur and inward condition will occur with your ribs. And again, your diaphragm will come in the dome shaped. Your chest cavity will completely contract. Just feel by yourself. Again and again I am telling you. Don't try to learn all these words. Chest cavity will contract and the volume of lungs will decrease. When it will decrease, then air will exit from the lungs. This is the complete phenomena of exhalation. Now, as I told you, our oxygen-rich air reaches in the alveoli. Now, in alveoli, exchange of gases will occur. This is the place, or we can say in our alveoli, in this time oxygen-rich air is present. Now what will happen? Blood vessel is directly in the contact of alveoli, then This alveoli will release oxygen gas in our blood vessels. Now, in blood vessels, what will happen? You can say in our blood or blood vessels, whatever you want to say, you can. Now, what will occur in our blood vessels? Actually, in our blood vessels, RBCs are present. We all knows. In RBC, one pigment is present, which is directly responsible for the blood, for the red color of blood. We all knows, which is known as HB, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is present in RBC, and RBC is the molecule or component of blood. Actually, our oxygen gas has no capacity to transform itself in our body from cell to cell easily without any medium. It has no capacity. So here what will happen? Here oxygen gas binds itself with the hemoglobin molecule and they will form oxyhemoglobin. Here they will form oxyhemoglobin, and this oxyhemoglobin will go in our cell to cell in our body. Cell to cell or tissue to tissue it will go. Because oxygen gas has no capacity to transform itself from cell to cell or from tissue to tissue without any medium. So here oxyhemoglobin will form. Now with the oxyhemoglobin, when this oxyhemoglobin will reach in the tissue, then in tissue it will release oxygen gas, because in the tissue of tissue to cell, from tissue to cell, oxygen can easily go without any medium. So here what will happen? Here hemoglobin, this hemoglobin will release oxygen gas in the tissue. Then with the help of tissue it can easily go with the help of without any medium, it can easily go from cell to cell. Now here what will happen? When it will release oxygen gas, then that blood which is present in that tissue area and who binded oxygen gas with itself, now carbon dioxide gas which was present in the cell, it will come in the blood and it will dissolve in the blood. This carbon dioxide gas will dissolve in the blood, then it will go through the blood vessels, and these blood vessels now again will reaches near that alveoli place, near the alveoli. Now these blood vessels are filled with carbon dioxide gas and previously it filled with oxygen gas. Now these blood vessels will carry carbon dioxide gas, and now this carbon dioxide gas is released in alveoli. Alveoli, or we can say alveolar sac. In alveolar sac, they will release, that blood will release carbon dioxide gas. And yes, one more thing. Actually, carbon dioxide gas don't want any type of medium for their transformation, for their circulation. But as we all knows, all of you studied in our 9th class that blood is a connective tissue. It present in the every part of the body. Then we will say that carbon dioxide gas will dissolve itself into blood. But carbon dioxide gas in reality, it don't want any type of medium for their transformation. So this carbon dioxide gas released in alveoli, and from alveoli it will go through the bronchioles, then bronchus, then lungs, then it will follow complete passes. Again, it will follow opposite passes. As all of you see, it will follow opposite passes. From lungs, it will go through rings of cartilage, then trachea, then larynx, then pharynx, then nasal cavity, then nasal passages, and then nostrils. And with the help of nostrils, these carbon dioxide gas sent out from the body, which is known as exhalation process. This was the complete phenomena of exchange of gases. Complete phenomena of exchange of gases or respiration process in human beings. Now, if I will tell you about the respiration of terrestrial organisms, Then normally terrestrial organisms use atmospheric oxygen for their respiration. We all knows. For the aquatic organism uses dissolved oxygen which is present in water for their respiration. And yes, plants. Actually, respiration of plants is very simpler than animals. They don't want a lot of type of complexity for their respiration. So, in respiration in plants occurs through three plant organs. Firstly, stomata, which is present in leaves, means respiration in plants occurs all these three plant organs. Firstly leaves, second one stem, and third one roots. Don't try to forget all these things. Respiration in plants occurs all three plant organs who named as leaf, stem and root. Firstly in leaves, with the help of stomata respiration will occur, means yes, one more thing, in respiration they will also use oxygen gas for inhalation and carbon dioxide gas for their exhalation. Don't forget, photosynthesis and respiration both are the different phenomena. In photosynthesis, they easily absorb carbon dioxide gas and release oxygen gas for our surviving, but their respiration occurs same as us. In respiration, they inhale oxygen gas and exhale carbon dioxide gas. So, in leaves, with the help of stomata, respiration will occur in plant body. In stem, with the help of lenticels, means that bark, that solid bark, with the help of that solid bark, which is known as lenticels. In stem, respiration will occur with the help of lenticels. And in roots, with the help of that journal surface which is present around the root, with the help of that journal surface, respiration will occur. Yes, this was your complete phenomena of respiration. I hope you will understand complete phenomena. Thank you.